Hi, my name is David McLeod. Our emotions are amazing things, powerful tools that help us to navigate our way through our lives and to stay connected to the wisdom of our inner authority. And yet, somewhere along the way, we seem to have gotten the idea that some emotions are better than others. Have you noticed that? We've come up with a kind of subconscious rating system or acceptability scale that seems to be designed to keep us from expressing or even feeling certain emotions. It's indeed a strange world that we live in. On the one hand, as a collective culture, we seem to glorify violence, especially the kind that is associated with war, while at the same time declaring love and sex to be shameful and dirty. On the other hand, we contradict ourselves by declaring that anger and sadness and fear, key ingredients of war, are to be avoided and that we should all strive to express only joy, one of the prime ingredients of love and sex. Is it any wonder that there's so much confusion in the world? Personally, I believe that all emotions are beautiful because they're the primary mechanism by which the soul is able to communicate with the mind. I also believe that no emotion is any better or any worse than any other emotion. I believe that all emotions serve a valuable purpose, and as such, they should be treated as sacred. In particular, anger seems to get a really bad rap in our society. We are taught that anger is bad, that we have to control it, that we have to hide it. We're taught that anger is a destructive and dangerous emotion, that it can hurt people. Some people even teach that anger isn't a real emotion at all, but that it is just a cover for something else. Personally, I think that all of these teachings are wrong and that they actually contribute to ongoing dysfunctional behavior in our world. Consider a simple hammer. In and of itself, a hammer is just a tool. It's designed to do a pretty simple and specific job, namely to push a nail into some kind of material. Of course, it's possible to misuse a hammer or even to use it for destructive purposes, but that doesn't make the hammer bad. So we shouldn't try to hide hammers or make them wrong just because they can be used in unhealthy ways. Well, I think that the same is true about anger. Anger is just a form of energy that shows up in our body. We feel anger for many different reasons, but two general causes seem to be the most common. One, we may not be getting what we want. Or two, someone is violating one or more of our boundaries, or boundaries of one of our loved ones. Now, when something happens that falls into either of these two categories, we may feel the rush of anger rising in our awareness. If we don't express this anger in some way, then it can be retained in our bodies where it can easily fester and become toxic. So we have to find a healthy way to allow this energy to pass through us. Now, anger is a powerful motivating force that draws something to our attention and pushes us to act. If we just react spontaneously and unconsciously to this energy, then we can indeed create destruction and chaos. But if we stay fully aware of what's going on, if we recognize that we're charged with energy that is communicating something to us, then we can channel that energy into some constructive action and allow it to just pass through us in a way that serves us, and maybe even serves the world around us. So, I invite you to be grateful for your anger, that energy that can alert you to boundary violations, that energy that can reconnect you to the truth of what you really desire in your life. I invite you also to be grateful for a compassionate, aware, and gentle release of anger from your body so that you can express your emotion in a healthy way and return yourself to that balanced equilibrium. Bless you on your journey.